We were discussing about breathing. Breathing, importance of breathing. We saw how important it is from the moment we were born to the last moment that we leave this earth. We are breathing. We are not even aware of the fact that we are breathing. It's an involuntary function. It's happening. It is said that on an average 14 to 15 times we breathe per minute. It's a shallow breathing. We breathe in and breathe out, breathe in and breathe out. It should be, breathing in should be as deep as possible and breathing out should be as long as possible. That makes a difference in the thinking part also. We will see how breath is connected to the mind. Now, to emphasize on the importance of breathing, let us look at a couple of examples. What is most valuable? You are there, if you happens to be a lady, for example. Ladies, women in India love gold. That too, now the gold price is hitting the sky. Now you keep a ton of gold next to a lady and then ask another person to hold the nose of this person, stop breathing and give her a choice whether she wants breath or the ton of gold. Which would she take? Definitely it is the breathing, it is the breath that she wants and not the gold, because that is that important. You cannot put a price on that. Now, to establish relation between the body, the breath and the mind, when some exercise is given to the body, there is a change in the pattern of breathing. For example, if you run, would you be breathing this in the same way? You will automatically start to feel there is a difference in breathing. You will start to breathe faster. Or when you climb stairs, 4th floor or 5th floor, when you climb up to, the lift is not working perhaps. Then what happens? Then again there is a change in the pattern of breathing. When an exercise is given to the body, the pattern of breathing changes. Similarly, it is everybody's experience that how does a person breathe when the person is under the grip of anger? We all know the person breathes faster. Similarly, when a person is sad, how would he or she breathe? The breath becomes heavy. And when a person is very happy, hardly he or she notices that they are breathing. That means the emotions of the mind has got a direct bearing on the pattern of breathing. Now, this is where we take the clue. By changing the pattern of breathing, we can bring about the desired change at the emotional level of the mind as well as at the body level. What is the change that we get at the body level when we deliberately change the pattern of breathing? Good health. And what is it that we get at the mental level? The stillness of the mind, the calmness of the mind, or the number of thoughts that are there in the mind gets reduced. It becomes lesser and lesser, fewer and fewer. Now that is the effect of breathing. If you want to see one more example of breathing, we all know that the life of a dog is about 15 years, 20 years max. But how does a dog breathe? It puts its tongue out and breathes faster. Now the next one, you look at an elephant. The lifespan of an elephant is around 120 years. Definitely the elephant breathes slower compared to the way the dog breathes. Now look at the turtle, the tortoise. And the tortoise lifespan is 300 years to 400 years. And it breathes still slower compared to elephant. What does this show? The slower you breathe, the longer you live. Conversely, the faster you breathe, the quicker you live. Not live. That is not true. It is true, but it is not true. How? You may, during your waking state, you may establish some control or bring about some change in the pattern of breathing. But when you are asleep, you have no control on that. And the breath balances whatever you have done. It counters that, and you live to the already preordained, predetermined life, and that is by number of breaths that you had to. This is the importance of breathing. So understanding this, now we should become aware of our own breathing pattern, and then you experience the effect of that breath. That's why breath is very, very important. That's why it is also called as prana. Prana is energy. When we breathe in, it is not just the air comprising of oxygen, carbon dioxide, whatever it is goes in. Along with that, what goes in is the cosmic energy. Air acts as a carrier of that cosmic energy, and because that energy flows through our body, throughout the body, we are alive. And we are alive. Becoming aware of our being alive is the whole issue, and that's why we are going in this direction. That is, breathing is also very, very important. How we breathe and all that, let us see. If we get an opportunity, we will look at it later. Now, another organ that we referred about in one of our previous talks, that is the tongue. Tongue is such a tool. You can use it for good or for bad. The talk and the taste. When we say the taste, naturally the food comes into being. Food. What kind of food should we eat? Normally people eat for the taste of the tongue, whether the stomach agrees or not. That's how the ill health steps in. Therefore, we should know what kind of food we should be eating. Food is another very important source of energy. When we talk about source of energy, now we are looking at food. Apart from food, there are other three sources also. Sleep, then the breath we have already talked about, the air, we said, it takes in the cosmic energy, and then a calm mind. A calm mind is also a source of energy. All creative things happen when that person was absolutely calm. Then only it comes out. Therefore, looking at the food as one of the sources of energy, what kind of food should we eat and how much should we eat? That's what is the most important thing. There are three types of food. One is sattvic, rajasic, and then tamasic food. Normally what we eat is a combination of all this, having more percentage of tamasic and rajasic. That's where we got to be careful as to what kind of food we eat. The quality of food is very, very important. And then the quantity of food. Quantity of food also equally important. That's why one thumb rule is this much food one should eat. This much means this much, but not this much. This much, not this much. Okay? Because each one's palm is the size of the stomach that is required. So we know the quality of food and the quantity of food, the importance of breathing, and these are constituents and contributing towards a better living.